bit impromptu. We have one cow left for the rest of this week. I noticed she's lame on that front left foot. Craig points the camera down there and you'll see she's kind of standing up on her toes, which means she's probably got a problem in her heel. So let's get her in the gush and see if I'm right. How are you all today? Are people commenting just now, Craig? I can't see you.
Nope.
Nope.
If this little kind of... Oh, we've got one person watching.
Right, I'm gonna put that cow in here right now. Craig, if you just film, don't bother helping. Come on, come on. Go on, go on, go on, go on, keep going, go. On you go, on you go, on you go, on you go. Never work with children or animals, they say. So she has a sore front left foot, but we always start on the back feet, so let's do them first. How's everyone today? It's a nice temperature here in south-west Scotland. It's not sunny, but the rain's coming straight down, so it's a bonus. So this foot, as you can see, if you come in closer, Craig, it's pretty good. All we're going to do is level up these two sides, model it out, and get on to the next one. Come around here, Craig?
Yep.
That was easy. So I always hook on the second foot before I release the first foot. Put a bit of tension on it, and as I drop this one, I lift that one, and it stops them kicking so much. See? Any closer? This couldn't be much easier on the back feet. But as I said, it's her front foot that is hurting a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this foot, leave it up in the air so that she doesn't kick around so much, and go and trim that front left. If Craig comes in a little bit closer here, although this foot looked really good, you can actually see some of the bruising in there, although it's really hard to tell because of the light. Front foot. Okay, so if we come in close here, we can see it's actually bleeding already. I think she's got dermatitis and she might have a sole ulcer in this area here. 9 PM in Australia, Munich. Hello Canada, hello Shropshire. Hello from Dumfries, you're a little bit closer. I'll come in close now, sorry. So despite there being a really obvious problem in there, hold on, I'm going to turn the pump off. That's better. So, where is everybody today? Tell me exactly where you are, what time it is, because right now it's about 11:30 here in the UK, or Scotland, same time zone all over the UK. I'm pretty sure it's not.
6:13 in NC.
6:13 in NC, North Carolina. Haha. That's where Jamie Fraser's from, is it not? Who likes Outlander? So despite the fact that this is obviously bleeding, we're ignoring this and we're going to do a routine trim first to make sure she's as comfortable as possible, balance-wise. Then we'll look at the problem. Can you come in a bit closer, Craig, so everyone can see? Okay, so there's a problem in here and it looks like it's going to need to clean before we go any further.
It's 9:14 in Queensland. I can't remember what the word was.
Can you clean that, please?
Everything moves too quick.
Yep. Aha, I can see your comments now. How many tats do you have? You wouldn't believe how many tattoos I've got. My whole back is absolutely covered in tattoos, so I couldn't count a lot. Oklahoma 5:15, Australia 10:15, love from India. Oh, hello. Bomb-dia, what does bomb-dia mean? Hi Jonathan, you alright? Where is your eye shield? If you watch tonight's video, you will see where our eye shields are. Somebody, this guy, left them on the side of the crush and yeah. They weren't on the side of the crush when we got to the next place, put it that way. Morning, 11:15 in Gloucester. Thought it might be. I'm near Gloucester next week, all of next week, believe it or not. Bit blurry, is it? Poor picture quality. Oh, that's not good. Maybe my signal's not fantastic. I did have 4G. If I stand still, it might work better. 3:15 in Las Vegas. I bet it's a little bit hotter there. Morning, Zeke. Hope you're well. Thursday's a cool place. Very, very far north, but it's a bit colder there. So right now, Craig is just cleaning up this lesion. Did you wash it all out, yeah?
Yep.
What have we got? Dermatitis. So we've got dermatitis on this. That is why she's so sore. I'm going to turn it around and you guys can have a better look. So as you can see, it's bleeding, and that is not because of us. It was already bleeding when we picked this up. It looks really sore. So what we're going to do is clean it a little bit better. We're going to dry it off. If Craig gets some blue roll from the parlour.
Yep.
And does anybody know what we'll wrap it with? Dermatitis in between our claws, on the back foot, and it's really bad. So what should we wrap it with? There are a few options, aren't there? There's Repoderma, iodine, depending on where you are. Salicylic acid, Embryonics Hoof paste, which is the magical paste that we use a lot, which is awesome. Just Craig's nipping away to get some blue roll so we can wrap it properly. Can you imagine how sore that would be, having that in the back of your heel? Salicylic acid is correct. That's what we're going to use. We're going to use salicylic on this because it is a properly bad sore lesion. So yeah, we're going to wrap it. We're going to get it dried off just now, douse it in iodine and wrap it. Craig, can you hold this for me, please? Yes. Thank you. No problem. So when you deal with a dermatitis lesion like this, it's so important to get it really clean, because whatever you put on, if you put it on slurry, it won't really treat the slurry. And the dermatitis is underneath the slurry, so you need to remove everything as much as you possibly can, because anything you don't remove will protect the dermatitis lesion, and that part of it will never ever heal. So, Craig, look at that. Show them how clean that is. As you can see, it's perfectly clean. Fair enough, in here it's all dirty, around here it's dirty, but that is inconsequential because it's not touching this. We'll leave this on for 4 days and the dairyman will take it off himself, and then he'll probably spray it with oxytetracycline or Repoderma or something similar to that. So our salicylic in its pure form comes in big tubs like this. It's only like 40 quid or something, like 60 bucks. So it really, really, really does not cost much at all. But the difference it can make to a cow's life is unbelievable. So what we're going to do is we're going to use plenty of it because, like I said, it's not expensive. It looks like sugar, Doesn't taste like it, but definitely looks like it. We're going to put this on, stuff it up in between the claws. This paper will keep it in place, so it's not to keep it clean, it's to keep the product in place. And then we're going to wrap it quite loosely with this bandage. Come up. If you go over the top, please, Craig. So we're going to make sure that it comes right in, please. Goes right in there. Make sure it's completely covered. Tip the rest on. And then put it up in between so that we're putting that product right up in there. Take our bandage, which is a 3M bandage, and for some reason the red ones are the best. Don't ask me why, but they stick better. Just gonna wrap it loosely around here. Up in between her feet. Back round. Down between her claws.
I would make gingerbread lattes, but there is none.
We're on Cinnabub. Somebody bought all the gingerbread lattes. So, if you go back out, Craig, that is this cow's foot finished. Right now, she is going to still feel a lot of pain, but in about 4 or 5 days from now, this lesion will be completely healed. I'm confident of that. We'll take that off, give it a spray up, and she should be completely healed. If there's dermatitis still present on the farm, though, because that's such raw, open and delicate skin, she's really, really likely to get a reinfection. So it's important to make sure that the whole of the herd is being cared for where digital dermatitis is concerned. Right, we'll leave this foot up in the air for a wee second just to make sure that doesn't come off. Go and trim the other front right foot.
Guys, I would drive, but I don't have a license. Sorry to say.
And sometimes, because she's standing with her front foot so far over to the left hand side, we can't actually grab it with this. So we'll have to drop the other foot to lift this one. Normally I would edit that bit out. And look how calm. I post all the time about how the cows like the Appleton. And they really are calm. She's standing there with a sore foot. She's not used to being in a crush, but it's so comfortable, she's totally happy. Our house is all finished as of this afternoon. There's plumbers, electricians and painters there right now. It should be totally finished for tonight. So I can't wait to get home. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to drop this foot. She's standing with this foot too far over this way. So Craig, if you get a good shot of this foot, we'll show how we move this foot over that way. We're going to unbalance her. That'll make her want to move that foot over to the other side, and then we can lift it up.
Just so you know, I can't see you and the feet at the same time.
That's fine. So if you watch that foot, we're going to drop this. And see how she's moved over to the other side. Just come over the top, please. And we have a nice, easy foot to finish the week on. And that makes us some happy hoof drummers. All it's left to do is let her out. Come on, lass. One. And that is us done for the week. Let's see what you guys are saying to it now. Craig on camera. Craig, where are you? Hi from Victoria. Doesn't walk in the poop all day. Infect it. It's wrapped up, so that should keep it slightly clean. And yes, it would reinfect it, but what else are we going to do? We try to keep them as clean as possible, and that is part of the farmer's job, to make sure that they are reducing slurry all over the farm, to make sure that not just that cow, but every other cow is good. Why don't you wash feet before you trim, says Rachel. We do, well, we don't wash them all before we trim, because we are trimming a lot of cows every single day, and it makes no difference to us whatsoever, or to the cow, otherwise we would. How are you, Craig?
I'm good. Glad it's the end of the week.
Who's up for a Craig Botwood takeover? Because that is happening tonight. Well, it actually happened yesterday, but yeah, it happens tonight. Right, Craig is gonna, waves at Craig. So Craig is gonna pack up the crush, aren't you, Craig?
Yeah.
I will say my goodbyes to you and say thank you very, very much for watching on this very short live. Craig is shouting, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'll speak to you very soon, guys. There will be a new video out tonight, which is the longest video I have ever done, so it's not actually quite finished, but it will be up tonight. But until I see you again, thanks very much for watching, guys. Goodbye.